Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. I of course am JB, and today we're going to be talking about CJRB Gobi to be exact. Now, it is my opinion that CJRB, since they hit the market, they have pretty much got a lockdown on that $25 to $50 range in that area. They're putting out models left and right, and they're good quality models. Now, as we'll see here, there's a reason they're budget. You don't get the milling and the weight reduction like you do in some knives, but the quality of knife that you get is absolutely outstanding. Now, I do have to say, this one was provided by Russell from Artisan / CJRB. Zach and I tried so hard to get him to sell us the prototypes he had at Blade Show S, and he just couldn't do it. And then a couple weeks after Blade Show happened, he got a hold of me on Instagram, and he's like, hey man, I'm getting some Gobis in at some point, and he's like, I would really like you to have one to review and to keep. He's like, so I was like, I was very appreciative of it. I guess that whole, throw a big enough fit and you get what you want. I didn't lay on the floor and kick and scream or anything. I don't think Zach did either, but I'm kidding, of course. But thank you very much, Russell. Thank you. Now, I do have to point one thing out. When he sent me this model, I opened it up, I took a look at it, and unfortunately there was a factory defect in the G10. But I let him know. I was like, hey man, this is going to be on review. And he's like, oh man. He's like, of course, I send you a knife and I had to send you one with a defect in it. I was like, it's fine for me, man. I don't care. I appreciate him sending me this knife. And this one will never leave my collection. It'll be in my collection forever. And do I care that the G10 has a little boo-boo on it? Not at all. That doesn't bother me one bit. But just wanted to let him know, that it would show in the review. And he was like, well, assure your viewers that if they were to buy a knife and find anything like that, CJRB would definitely take care of it and make it right. So there you go. But anyway, so there you go. G10 handles. You got nested stainless liners. And you can kind of see in there what I was talking about. You're not going to get the weight reduction. That's how they keep the price down. And this knife, not a weighty knife really at all. You got that orange aluminum aluminum backspacer on it. Stainless pocket clip, right or left hand, tip up carry. Come to the blade. Now you've got a nice stone-washed D2 blade. There you go. Yes, and this is the 1906. The Gobi is the 1906. Made in China. Really like the stone-washed finish on that. Let's take a look at some measurements here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just about 8 1/4 fully open. Handle length, you're looking at right about 4 3/4, which is then going to give you a blade length of just shy of 3 1/2 as I'm measuring it. Hopefully that adds up right. And your cutting length is pretty much going to be, your cutting edge is pretty much going to be a full edge cutting length as to where I measure the handle from. So you're getting pretty much you're getting all of about 3 1/2 inches of cutting edge. Grip length, I'm going to give the grip length 1, 2, 3, pretty much, if you get down over there, yeah, that's not uncomfortable, really, for that pinky, I don't believe. So I'm going to give it all of 4 inches on the grip length, and that's how it would look in my 3 3/4 inch hand, right there. Action on it. Pretty darn smooth action. A little bit of a shake shut. Rides on ceramic bearings. Give it a little cleanup, and she might be drop shutty. Centering. Centering looks pretty good. Make sure it's straight. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty darn straight. Swings out there pretty good. Again, liner lock, nested liners, which I really like, that clean look of the nested liners. Let's get a weight on it. See what it weighs out at. 'Cause like I said, you know, that's the one thing with CJRB, and that doesn't bother me a bit, that they don't weight reduce, because none of their knives are really overly heavy to begin with. Oh, I can't remember what the Krag was. I think the Krag was the heaviest one. I don't remember the weight on that one right off the top of my head. So, okay, we'll start in grams. 102, not bad, which gives us 3.6 ounces, which that's right in my sweet spot for carry. So it does carry very well. The pocket clip, not overly deep carry. I mean, we're probably pushing, what do we got there? Probably about 1/4 of an inch. Very easy in and out of pocket. I should say very good in and out of pocket. Good retention on the clip. And I mean, that tip comes to a point there, so you don't have a whole lot showing. A little more than 1/4 of an inch, not quite a 1/2 inch from what I'm seeing. Yeah, about 1/4 inch, maybe just a little more. So not too bad. As I said, the clip did have decent retention on it. Carries pretty darn nice though, as I said. Overall, really, really solid lockup, solid knife, no blade play. Back to the blade, I really do like the light stone wash on it. Choil, I mean. You do have a little bit of a smile there. But I mean, choil's not too bad. I mean, as you can see there, your handle kind of comes out. I mean, it's close. But you could probably widen that choil maybe just a little bit to prevent that. Not a huge deal in my mind. Jimping, there isn't any, but with the handle shape, I really don't need it. It locks in there pretty darn well. The handle is pretty darn comfortable. Pocket clip, I can feel the pocket clip, but didn't really cause any hot spots when I was using it. And no, it's not that bad. Like I said, I can feel it. It does stand up a little bit, but it's not too bad. As I said, I'm not going to take off for that because, well, he said he would send me another one. So as long as the company's willing to make things right, I'm not too worried about it. Do have a lanyard hole there. The G10 is milled very well, chamfered out very, very well. Gears, your kind of geared back spacer there. Nice. No sharp edges or anything. Access to the liner, pretty darn good. Liner comes up there. Got a nice cutout for it. Yes, sir. Very nice. Now the Gobi, as I said, it's in that $25 to $50 range. The Gobi sells for right about $35. The problem right now is availability. It's hard to find them right at the moment. So, I mean, you could buy them straight from Artisan. You are going to pay a little bit more than you would pay from a retailer, like, Blade HQ, SMKW, one of them. But It's my understanding that there will be more coming. Hopefully, keep my fingers crossed, because this is a really, really good knife. Blue thinks it was solid. He gave it an 8.5. I'm right there with him. And like I said, 35 bucks. Really, really good price for what you get. But I'm really glad he sent me this, because I kind of wanted to take a look at something. I'm going to kind of, if you'll bear with me, I'm going to kind of change my angle here a little bit, because I really want to look at something. Because I heard some people say that this looks way too much like that. So I wanted to look for myself. So, yes, there are some similarities. It's a Persian style blade with a curved handle. Okay, that's pretty much where it stops. To me, anyway. Yeah. To me, they're completely two separate knives. Besides that absolutely obvious one, this is G10. This is a titanium frame lock, and this is a G10 liner lock. That's a huge difference. So, I don't think there's really any way you can make an upswept blade without, you know, a Persian style blade without a curved handle. But the blade shapes are even different. You notice here on the 0460, that's what that is, in case you don't know. It's a 0460 ZT. The blade here has a little bit of a hump on it. This does not. Your handles, again, they are curved, but they're... I gotta show you. This is the best way I was looking at it. If you line up the pivots, and... well, of course, it's not going to show up very well. The 0460 has a much more pronounced curve in the handle, by far. The handle length, or the handle difference here, protrusion. You have an upswept here. Here you have this, then. Yeah, these are two completely separate knives. You even got the cutout here for the back spacer. There's no cutout there for the back spacer. Yeah, they're two completely separate knives, without a question. They're both Persian style blades with curved handles. This has an ambidextrous pocket clip. This does not. Yeah, yep. Two completely separate knives, in my opinion. And I am digging the CJRB Gobi, without a doubt. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic knife. Again, availability. Hopefully the availability will pick up. I mean, I was having a hard time finding them. I thought they were for sale, and then I don't know if they sold out, if there was a limited run, or if they really just haven't made it yet. So I'm going to have to talk to Russell a little bit more and see what he has to say on that aspect of it. But thanks a lot, guys. I greatly appreciate you spending some time with me checking out the Gobi. To me, it's another really, really good knife from CJRB. Does it beat the Centros as my favorite? No. The Centros, still my favorite CJRB. Sorry, Russell. But that's okay. It's still a CJRB, right? It's a Dylan Mallory CJRB, so that makes it just a little bit cooler. He knows what I mean. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Greatly appreciate you joining me today. As always, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.